Are you ready to hear the truth you've been avoiding your entire life? Because what you're about to hear isn't designed to make you feel good. It's designed to wake you up. There's a reason you feel stuck, lost, drained, spending entire days with the sense that something is missing but not knowing what it is. And today I'm going to show you exactly what it is and how to break that cycle. If you stay until the end, you'll discover the message most people never hear. And that's why they never change. But before that, let me tell you something that's going to hit hard. No one is coming to rescue you, Gus. No one is going to carry your life for you. And no one is going to fight your battles. The only thing you have, the only thing you'll ever truly have, is your ability to choose. I know how you feel. I know what it's like to open your eyes in the morning and feel that weight on your chest, that inner voice telling you you're not enough, that it's too late, that it makes no sense to try again. I know what it's like to pretend everything is fine, while inside you wonder why you can't move forward. I know it, because we've all been there, but not everyone comes out. The ones who do aren't the strongest, or the smartest, or the most talented. They're the ones who stopped lying to themselves, the ones who stopped waiting, the ones who decided to act. And today, I want to take you to that point where you stop running, stop hiding, stop postponing, to that point where you finally say, enough. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you're in a dark room. You can't see anything. You only hear your thoughts, your fears, your doubts, your wounds, your mind telling you that you can't, that it's not worth it, that nothing will change. Now imagine a small light, very small, a spark. That spark is a decision, just one. But that spark, if you protect it, if you care for it, if you act, can become the fire that lights up your entire life. Today I want to give you 5 revelations, 5 principles, 5 reality checks that can change your destiny if you decide to apply them. First revelation, stop seeing yourself as a victim. Because the moment you see yourself as a victim, you give up your power. The world can be unfair, yes. Life can hit you without mercy, yes. But you decide whether you stay on the ground or get back up. Pain doesn't define your identity. Your response to that pain does. Second revelation, be brutally honest with yourself. Don't hide behind excuses. Don't tell yourself you're doing your best when you know you're not. Truth hurts, but lies kill you slowly. And your soul always knows when you're failing it. Third revelation, act. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation doesn't fall from the sky. Motivation is born from movement, from the first step, from the little advance, from doing something even when you don't feel like it. When you act, the mind wakes up. When you stop, the mind sinks. Fourth revelation, get a small win every day. Small. It doesn't matter how tiny it seems. Organize something, learn something, finish something. That feeling of progress is the medicine your mind needs to believe it can. And when you believe you can, you do. Fifth revelation, find a purpose, a reason, a direction, something that gets you out of bed when you have no strength, something that pushes you even when you don't want to move forward. A life without purpose isn't life. It's survival. And you're not here to survive. You're here to live, to create, to build, to leave a mark. And now listen closely, because here comes the climax, the truth that can break you or save you. Life owes you nothing. No one has condemned you, but no one has promised it would be easy either. The only thing that has always been in your hands is the decision to be a slave to your emotions or to master them. The decision to give up or to endure. The decision to wait for someone to fix your life or to take control and fix it yourself. Suffering is not the enemy. Suffering is the test that separates those who break from those who are forged, and you decide which side you're on. And as you listen to every word, I want you to ask yourself something. What would happen if, for just one day, I acted like the person I know I can become? Not the person I was yesterday, not the person others think I am, but the version of me I've been postponing for years. Because inside you, there is someone you haven't met yet. Someone more disciplined, stronger, clearer, braver. That you exists, but is buried under empty routines, repeated thoughts, and fears you no longer questioned. You've lived so long, repeating the same internal script that you forgot you can change it. Listen to this calmly. Most people aren't truly broken. They're disconnected. Disconnected from their purpose. Disconnected from their values. Disconnected from the responsibility they once felt. Disconnected from their own greatness. It's not that you lack strength. It's that you haven't used it in years. It's not that you lack clarity. You're just used to living in noise. It's not that you're weak. You simply forgot what moving forward feels like. And this is where Stoic philosophy hits the table like a clean strike. The ancients knew something you need to remember. Suffering doesn't destroy you. What destroys you is the meaning you attach to it. It's not the chaos. It's the interpretation. It's not the fear. It's the story you build around it. Imagine for a moment that everything you're living through now, absolutely everything, didn't come to punish you, but to prepare you, to refine you, to strip away your laziness, your doubt, your indecision, to force you to become someone you never had the courage to be. Because nothing changes until something inside you gets angry, until you say, enough. Until you're tired of repeating the same miserable story. Until you're sick of being a spectator in your own life. And when you reach that point, when life corners you against the wall, you have two paths. The first is the same as always. Give in, complain, dim your light, let the world decide for you. The second is the one few choose. Stand up, even if your whole body trembles. Look forward, even if you're scared. Act, even if you don't feel ready. That is the path that transforms. That is the path that builds character. That is the path that turns chaos into power. And here comes something important. Nothing will change if you stay surrounded by the same distractions that suffocate you every day. The mind becomes stronger when you learn to protect your attention, when you decide which thoughts deserve your energy and which don't, when you choose not to react to everything, when you practice inner silence in a world that screams. The Stoics knew this. True freedom is not external. It's mental, it's emotional, it's the ability to remain firm in the middle of a storm that used to break you. And I want you to imagine what your life would look like if you really applied this. What it would feel like to wake up without being dragged by anxiety. What it would feel like to advance without asking for permission. What it would feel like to look back months from now and not recognize yourself because of how much you've grown. Everything starts with a decision, just one. The decision you still haven't made, but that today is becoming impossible to ignore. And now listen, because this is where everything shifts your whole life. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for clarity, waiting for strength, waiting for motivation, waiting for life to give you a sign. But life doesn't work like that. Life will not applaud your intentions. Life only responds to your actions. You don't need more time. You don't need more advice. You don't need another opportunity. You need decision. That's the word you've been missing all this time. Decision. Because when you truly decide, everything else aligns. Fear stops commanding. Doubt loses power. And your mind, the same mind that was sinking you, begins to work in your favor. Think about this. What would happen if today was the day you finally took control? Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Today. What would happen if this was the day you'll remember in the future as the turning point? The day you stopped surviving and started living. The day you stopped waiting and started building. The day you stopped running and began facing everything with courage. Because inside you, whether you feel it yet or not, is a force you haven't unleashed. A force that appears when you look at yourself in the mirror without excuses. A force that wakes up when you're tired of settling. A force that rises when you say, "This ends now." And here comes the final truth. The question is not whether you can change. You can. You always could. The question is whether you will. And if you're listening to this right now, it's because something inside you is already moving. A voice that tells you you can't continue like this. That you deserve more. That you can do more. That you are meant for more. If this message reached you, subscribe not for me, for you. Because if this resonated, it's because you're ready for the next level. And this channel isn't entertainment. This channel is training. Mental training. Emotional training. Training to become someone who doesn't break for anything. Because we don't come here to look for pity. We come to build strength, to build discipline, to build character, to build greatness. Now listen closely, because this is the closing message. Pain won't disappear tomorrow. Your problems won't vanish overnight. But you can change in this exact moment. You can stop being a slave to what you feel. You can stop repeating the same story. You can stop waiting for someone to save you. Life owes you nothing, but it offers you something. The opportunity to rise today. Choose to be strong. Choose to be disciplined. Choose to be the master of your mind. Because that choice, that one choice, will change everything. And now, if you want to keep strengthening your mindset, if you want to keep forging your character, if you want to go farther than you ever imagined, watch the next video. Keep moving, keep training, keep building yourself. Because this is only the first step. See you in the next battle.